Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yiyi. I'm your favorite drag queen's least favorite drag queen. And today we are going to be, it's gonna be dark. Baby, we're gonna get a little dark. The topics are gonna be dark. They're gonna get bleak. And I don't know if you like that, but we're gonna get into it. This is something that I'm interested in talking, so we're gonna talk about it. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories. And at this point, you know what? We could just call them the truth because how many conspiracy theories have we proven to be right? Like, there's so many, right? So at this point, we're just going to be talking about some dark stuff. Some stuff that goes on in the music industry. I'm sure you guys heard of like the Illuminati, secret societies. Ookie spooky. We're going to get into that. So before we do, make sure to subscribe, hit the hit the notification button, and go ahead and follow me on all the other social media platforms, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And of course, listen to my music. You can find it anywhere on Spotify, Apple, YouTube Music, on my channel. Go ahead and check it out. You'll love it. It's amazing. And that's it. Let's get into this video. Okay, so we're gonna do something different. I wanted to do something sort of like you guys are with me, like we're both kind of researching these topics because I feel like that's more interesting than me just telling you all the information, which is we're not gonna cover a lot. It's just gonna be simple, like very surface level stuff that maybe you have already heard about. But yeah, I'm gonna try to show you my screen of what I'm Googling so that way you guys we can see it together, Okay, so let's get into the topic, right? The topic is music, the music industry. Have you guys ever noticed like your favorite artists, the mainstream artists, usually a lot of mainstream artists, they do certain symbols or they do certain signs. They'll do the okay sign over, and I just did it, so maybe somebody's gonna clip this and think they do the okay sign, and I'll show you, I guess I'll show pictures. They do okay sign over their eye. And that is something very common in the industry, not just the music industry, but in every entertainment, like in the acting world, in the modeling world, you just see it a lot. And I don't know if you guys ever questioned yourself, like, what is this? Or why are they doing that? This is kind of silly. Yeah, what is that about? I've seen it a lot. And when I first saw it, I didn't really think much of it until I got into the research that we're gonna do. So there's that, and then there's also this thing that they do where they cover one eye, and it's a little bit harder to, I guess, to prove that's a symbol, right? Because sometimes when you take a picture, covering one eye is just more aesthetically pleasing, especially if you're doing like a beauty photo or something like that. But when they put it on the covers of magazines, when they put it on the cover of albums, when they do it for specific photo shoots of magazines, whatever, performances, then it's just like, okay, people are doing this very, very often. So what does that mean, right? And then also there's this other sign that they do, that certain people do. They'll do like the triangle with over the eye, or just the triangle in itself. Let's Google this. Let's ask Ms. Google, what does this mean? And hopefully I can record my screen here. Okay, so let's Google. What should we Google? We should Google meaning okay sign over eye meaning. Okay, we're gonna Google that, and I'm just using Google. This is what I'm using. And here's what the AI overview says: the okay sign, thumb and forefinger forming a circle held over the eye. Again, I'll try to show some pictures. Usually signifies the Illuminati eye, all-seeing eye or eye of providence, representing hidden knowledge, divine watchfulness, or sometimes a connection to secret societies like the Illuminati. Though its use can be ambiguous, sometimes just a trend or symbol of power in youth culture, which I don't know who does that. And like, have we ever seen that in regular people in youth culture? I haven't, so I don't believe that. Sometimes just a trend or symbol of power in youth culture, like that makes no sense. but unfortunately co-opted extremist groups for hate, making context crucial. It means the Illuminati signifies Illuminati, all-seeing eye. So why do you think when you see your favorite artist, your mainstream artist, or even some, not so well-known artists, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Beyonce, Nicki, Cardi, what other, like Drake, Jay-Z, these mainstream artists, when you see them do this is what it means to them. So they're putting out a symbol of an all-seeing eye, which means they're probably in a secret society. I don't know if it's called the Illuminati. So why would your favorite artist be putting the sign out, be showing these signs to you, the symbolism, if they weren't a part of that secret society? Is it just because they think it's cool? Would you do that because you're just like, oh yeah, it's cool? I've never seen nobody that I know does that. No. So that to me says right there, okay, they're trying to send a message out. They probably believe in this. Even if you're just there for the music, just know what these artists are maybe promoting, or what they're really about. So you don't get too sucked into the celebrity of it all, right? So maybe now you're just saying, you know what? You're thinking, okay, so they're in the Illuminati, they're in a secret society. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what the Illuminati, because maybe you don't know what the Illuminati is or what secret society they're part of. But let's see if this, let's research a little bit, right? Illuminati beliefs. Okay, I'm just going to read what Google says, right? Ms. Google is saying their core beliefs and goals included abolition of traditional government and religion, rule by an enlightened elite, okay, promotion of reason and knowledge, secularism and equality, which sounds kind of good, right? Like equality, but the secularism, I mean, what does that mean for the people that are not secular, that they're more religious? Are you just going to get rid of them? Opposition to abuse of power. Okay, but how does that make sense when you have an enlightened elite ruling, but you're opposed to the abuse of power? How does that track? Strict hierarchy and secrecy. Oh, so they're even the secrecy. So you can't even trust them. So how do you know that they're not abusing the power that they say that they don't want to abuse, that they're for equality? So is this really something you would want to be a part of, or that you don't care that, oh, this person believes that, it's whatever? So why? And I'm not saying this because you should stop listening to them or whatever, but just be aware of what these people believe, right? Like these people, if they want to be ruled by an enlightened elite, I don't think you should just, how do I know you're enlightened? Like, what makes you enlightened? Like, how do we quantify that? Do you just get to be part of a whole bloodline or something, or a group of people that have the most money, and that means you're more enlightened because you're richer or something? No, I don't want that. Maybe you do. Maybe you're fine with that. I don't know. Secularism and equality. The society sought to eliminate the influence of the church over public life and aimed to create a state of liberty and moral equality. So, secularism has been studied and compared to religion, more religious society, a more religious society. And it always turns out that religious societies usually have a more moral stance. Their beliefs are more moral. They make better choices. They don't hurt as many people. So if you just get rid of the religion, first of all, you're going to have to get rid of the people that believe in the religion. So how are you going to do that? Are you just going to you know what I mean? Or are you gonna put them in camps or something? Like what's gonna happen? Equality. So what is equality to you? What is equality? Does that mean like everybody is just the same? Nobody can get ahead of anybody. So that means if you're working more hours, so you're just gonna get paid the same as everybody else just because everybody's equal. Is that what that means? Or does it mean like everybody has the same rights, which we already do in America, obviously? So, these are things to think about because they don't really define that in this. I mean, maybe we have to go in deeper and study really what the Illuminati wanted. But this just seems, if this doesn't seem fishy to you, it seems fishy to me. Like, why are these artists promoting this? Why do they believe we should be ruled by enlightened people? Are they the enlightened people that they want to rule us? How do they look at us? Do they think that we're dumb? And again, like you can listen to their music, fine, but just know what is behind. All right, so let's look up the other sign that I talked about, which is the triangle with the eye. Let's see what that means, right? Let's Google that. Okay, so here we go. The eye in a triangle. So I Googled triangle over eye meaning. The eye in a triangle, and this is just Google. The eye in a triangle known as the eye of providence. Again, so it means the same thing as the sign, the okay sign over the eye of providence, symbolizes divine watchfulness, which was the same thing as the other one, omniscience and guidance, representing God's all-seeing presence over humanity or the cosmos. Which God are you talking about? With the triangle often signifying the Christian Trinity. So that's not a Christian symbol. I'm a Christian and I have not seen that symbol in any sort of Christian belief system, Bible, no. So I don't know what they're talking about. First of all, they told us that it's secret, that the secret societies are secret. They're going to keep their secrets. So do I really believe it's a Christian Trinity? I've never heard of that. So I don't believe that. But it's already telling us that it's divine watchfulness, omniscience, guidance, the eye of providence, which was the same thing as the other one, which means whoever's doing this sign with the eye is also believes the same thing as the other person that's doing the other sign. So they're all in it together. Is it maybe another branch of that? I don't know. But from what we're seeing, the symbols, they're related to each other, which means the ideologies are related, which means those people are probably related in some way, not physically or genetically, but their beliefs, just like you have different branches or different denominations of Christianity, we're all connected in a different way. Okay, the next symbol that we should look up is the inverted crucifix. Have you guys heard of the inverted crucifix? It's pretty much a cross upside down. I mean, it kind of is self-explanatory if you see that. I mean, have you not seen that in like TV shows that are very demonic, Satan worshiping shows, that have to deal with the devil? Like, they're usually going to have an upside down cross. Let's look up upside down cross, upside down crucifix meaning. According to Christian tradition, St. Peter was crucified upside down as he did not consider himself worthy to die in the same manner as Jesus. As a result, the symbol has been used in Christianity iconography, particularly with the Catholic Church, as a symbol of humility. I've never seen it. I'm not a Catholic, so I guess I haven't seen it. But maybe some older version, I don't know, of Christianity. Maybe the Catholic Church still uses it. I've never seen it in a Catholic church. I've been to some. I've never seen them inverted cross personally. So, okay, that could be true. Let's see. Upside down crucifix, satanic. Let's see if that comes up with anything. Okay, so I looked up upside down cross, satanic, and upside down cross, crucifix satanic, and it says that the Pope, being the successor of Peter, employs the symbol of the upside-down cross as a symbolic reminder of St. Peter's humility and heroic martyrdom, unlike an upside-down crucifix, which seeks to invert and subvert its meaning. It doesn't blatantly say that it's satanic, but obviously I've seen it, right? Have you not seen it? Let's keep digging, because it did say that it seeks to invert and subvert its meaning, which is already anti-Christian if you're going to subvert the meaning of a cross, which is an important symbol in the Christian religion. So let's dig a little deeper. Let's put satanic symbols. Okay, so here I pulled up satanic symbols. What do you know? There's a cross, upside down cross there. Pull another one out. What do you know? There's another upside down cross there. So why wasn't this on Google? I don't know. I don't know why Google didn't really mention it firsthand, but it's there. And so if Satanists are using this symbol and pop stars are using this symbol, you can see Lady Gaga use it. You can see Madonna use it. Some other, maybe Rihanna has used it before. You know, it just makes me question, like, why are they doing this? Why are they trying to portray a symbol that is so anti-Christian, so anti a religion? Like, why are you so against this religion? Like, why I would never do that to another religion. I would never wear something that's gonna offend somebody's religion like that. So why are they doing it? I don't know. You would have to ask them, right? Let's look up a satanic ritual or satanic temple. The satanic ritual symbol. Sure. So many symbols. Oh my gosh. The all-seeing eye, the pyramid, that's one of them. What does that tell you about the people using it? I don't know. Yeah, this can get very, very dark. And so, yeah, just be more vigilant if you care about, what you are being exposed to. Like I said, I still listen to these people, but I'm aware of what they're putting out. Like, I'm not just like blindly just going in and being like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Like, I think once you become more conscious to it, you're able to not be influenced by it, because you see it for what it is. And then I could just listen to a song and be like, that's cute, and then keep it moving. I'm not so in love with these artists, and I don't put them on a pedestal. That is the way that I see it. But maybe some other people are going to see it a different way, where they completely stop listening to these artists or whatever. But this runs deep into the whole entertainment industry. Maybe little by little we'll go through this series, but this is all I'm gonna do for right now. You can do more research on your own. And yeah, that is it for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is something that I'm really interested in. Like, I am a truth seeker. I love to look up like different things like this, that like I like to know the reason behind things that are going on. I don't like to just be bamboozled, to be lied to. I want to know like what's going on. And so yeah, I like sharing this with you. I liked this. Maybe next time I can do a more elaborate video. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Take care. Happy New Year's. And I hope that you guys achieve your goals this year. I hope that you guys have an amazing year. I hope you guys just get level up. Let's level up this year, okay? All right. Mwah. Bye.